crap. Okay, I was like, I wonder if we're gonna get anything. What's up, guys? Come out to the bayou for some bait and everything is absolutely flooded, but you've got this cross current here being formed by this secondary flow into the bayou, and that's forming a nice little back eddy, and I guarantee you there's fish hiding in that back eddy. So let's have a throw and see what we can get. Oh wow, oh my goodness. Oh my God, that was unexpected. Holy crap. Okay, I was like, I wonder if we're gonna get anything. Clearly, the answer is yes. This back eddy is loaded with fish. I couldn't possibly use all of these, hang on. Wow. All right, so guys, when you have this massive flow of current, it is often very discouraging. It makes you think, you know what, there's no way there's fish in there. There's no way I can get the net to sink to the bottom. But the truth is, when you have one current flowing into another, you often get a massive back eddy. And that back eddy is pretty much still water. I mean, you can see it's moving. But because it's moving in a tight circle, the fish have a chance to rest in there, or they're not powerful enough to escape and they get trapped in there. Either way, you have a bunch of sitting targets. Yeah, look at that. Nice. Nice. Get an angle on it here. Let's go out straight that way. Ooh, kind of slipping a little bit. There's a lot of algae down here. I think I feel something. Yeah, oh yeah, look at that. Oh my goodness, yes. Oh, and a Placo. Well, that was only a matter of time, right? There we go. I had somebody tell me they were from Brazil and they eat these, which I'm not surprised by. They eat mostly plants. I mean, here obviously this water is disgusting. I'm not eating anything that comes out of here. Still, bizarre, alien-looking animal. I still need some more big ones. Especially when I'm gar fishing in water that's a little bit rougher than usual, because I know if I go downstream, the water is going to be a lot faster than it is normally. I'm going to lose a lot more baits than usual, just getting washed into snags and stuff like that. So it's really imperative I have a good supply of bait. Let's see here. Let's go. Try not to slip. See how there's like little ridges down there? And dig my heel into one of them. Dig my heel in like that, keep from slipping on the throw. We'll try to go out into that little bit of white water there. Ooh. Oh yep, there's a fish in. Feel that. I feel that. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. It's like for every 50 shad, I get a really good bait fish for gar. Keep throwing in the same spot. Let's explore a little bit. This back eddy extends all the way down to there. You guys can see how hot it is. I'm just dripping with sweat. It's 11 o'clock and literally there's water dripping off my face onto the camera. Okay. Tell you what, another one of those grass carp would be perfect. I think I have something. Yeah, something's kicking in there. Oh my God. Yeah, something's kicking all right. half a billion shad. Oh yeah, those are good ones. Look, I got 3 good shad and then a really good bluegill. Those are all perfect baits. Let's get it in here. Nope, nope, nope. All right, just for clarification, guys, I always carry this with me. It might be a little bit gruesome, but since I don't have a live well, and also since I'm catching bigger fish, even if I had a live well in that bucket, they would use the oxygen too fast. I am dispatching the fish that I'm putting in there as we go. I'm just putting it off camera for obvious reasons, but yeah, there's nothing alive in that bucket at the moment. All right, so we had a really good throw right here. Let's go a little bit further down. Oh, that breeze feels amazing. Oh, it feels so good. All right, let's go a little bit further down and let's go here. All right, you guys can see where this back eddy forms. So look, there's the main flow of the current out there, real strong too. If you were to jump in that, you get washed downstream pretty quick. You could swim out of that, I think, but if you let it, it would take you. You have this cross current feeding in. There's actually one up there too, but it's not as much water. Also, you have a cross current here, but you also have this shelf jetting out, and that on its own blocks the main current from attacking this little pocket. Even without all that flowing in, there would still be a decent back eddy here. Because there's so much water flowing in and kind of like fighting with the main current as it comes down, it extends that back eddy. That back eddy comes all the way down here. Normally it wouldn't go as far, it'd be over there somewhere. And what this does is it provides us with a greater area to explore for bait fish. Also, because that big secondary current is fighting with the main current, it's keeping all the debris out of our way. See, where I am now, all that debris would be at our feet if it weren't for that secondary flow pushing it away. So I'm quite grateful for that today. Let's go again. Oh, that was an awful throw. Oh my God, I'm ashamed of that. Something heavy in it though. Yes, something. I'm starting to get, yeah, there we go. I was gonna say, I'm starting to get caught on the concrete a little bit. Gotta be careful. There we go. Oh, 2 really nice fish. What is that? Oh, it's a drum. Look, 2 freshwater drum. Oh, well, there goes one. I'm gonna let this one go too, and I'll tell you why. I find that when given the choice, and this is just my personal experience in these bayous, I'm sure this is different where you go, or depending on where you go, I find that alligator gar, which is my target later today, they don't really like those very much, at least not where I am. I find that if I fish cut drum, I will go a good amount of time before getting a bite, whereas if I throw out, you know, a half of one of those big shad or that bluegill, the bite comes much faster. So I'm not going to kill 2 fish that I don't think are going to really help us out that much. It's just wouldn't be good for the purpose of what we're doing to unnecessarily kill anything. I'm trying to catch what I can for what I need, and anything else goes back. All right, let's go back up again to the middle, but I want to go further out. So I was kind of going at our feet. I want to go where the currents meet there. I'm having a hard time throwing, guys. I don't know if I've explained this yet, but this knee brace right here, very much needed. If I wasn't wearing this, my knee would be buckling all over the place. I tore something pretty bad. So turning with this net is very difficult right now. It's making, even that right there was hard for me to do. Okay, boom. Okay, this one might be empty. Yeah, oh well, okay. A couple of tiny little shad. Let those go, we don't need those. See, when it comes back with just the shad, dumping them out is quite easy. It's when they come back and it's like, okay, I want that big fish, but I don't want the shad. And then you start trying to you start trying to separate them, and then you start, you know, spending too much time with the shad out of the water. That little situation there was easy. All right. And if you're new to the channel, I do not throw my cast net the conventional way for multiple reasons. Number one, I just prefer this way. I find it easier. It still makes the circle I want at the end. So it's not wrong. And yes, I know some of my throws don't look perfect, but that would also be the case if I was doing it the right way. Also, I realized very quickly that a lot of people get mad about this and they comment a lot, and that's good for us and the algorithm. So we keep doing it. All right, let's go over here. Let's go right in front of us. I don't know why I don't need to throw so far out. Let's just go right at our feet there. Okay. Oh man, I can feel it. Okay, just shad. Let's get it back real fast. Don't need any of these. There you go. If I get them back immediately, they're fine. All right, let's go back into that strong flow there. Right there, that's where I want it. Lots of shad. Amazing bait, but not for what I'm going after today. I need more substantial food items than that. Not for me, for the fish. You guys can see the number of times I've had to retie everything in this net, patch it up and repair it, because it is so easy to shred your net on concrete, rebar and all that kind of stuff that's in here. Let's go once more right there. I don't know if you can see that far point of the curve of the whitewater. Boom. Yeah, full of fish, full of fish. That one right there I want. That is beautiful. That is a beautiful live bait. That little grass carp right there. This would make an amazing live bait. Now, I'm not gonna keep them. Whoa. I'm not gonna keep them alive because I don't have a live well. I'm gonna dispatch them in a moment and I'll fish him whole, but that's beautiful. And look, you can already see something had to go at him, and I bet you it was a small gar. Maybe one of these cormorants, actually. There were a load of them right here when I walked up. Really cool. That's a good bait. Check this guy out. Big apple snail. There are loads of them around here. It's not like if I kill that one, anything's gonna happen. But I wanted you to see that one because he was coming out of his shell. Really cool looking animal. Interestingly, you know, native to Cuba. They're in Florida, probably introduced there by floating vegetation. You know, Florida and Cuba very close. There's kites over there, birds of prey, specifically adapted to eat these snails. They have like a special curved bill, really neat. But they got over here and they're doing a lot of damage. It's quite interesting. It's not very far. You could drive it in a day or less. But the niches of individual animals are so specific that even something so small being introduced is having a bigger impact than you might imagine. All right, let's have a look at what we got so far. So we've got a couple of these guys, really beautiful. These are great. You can get about 2 good baits out of these, front and back half. And then some grass carp. When grass carp are this size, they are one of my favorite baits. I don't like cutting them up when they're huge because it's hard. When you're trying to use a big one for bait, you got to cut around the ribs, and then the spinal column forms this really big obstruction for the hook. But when they're this size, it's perfect. You can imagine a chunk of this between my thumb and forefinger on a hook. Beautiful. And then look at this guy. That's a whole bait right there. Honestly, that would make it an incredible live bait. But since we've dispatched all of our fish down here, this is going to be a dead bait. But again, that is like bite-size perfection. And then we've got some bluegill. This is a really good bluegill. I don't like using bluegill for gar, but catfish, you don't get any better than this. If he was alive, maybe, but this is a beautiful blue catfish bait. And then just loads of shad, which honestly, if I get bored, I could twitch these on a bass rig, or I could chop them up and use them as chum, which is probably what we're gonna do. I have some video ideas for that, so I'll probably save these and use them as like a type of chum. Man, look at the size of this guy. Beautiful, beautiful bait. And this just comes from knowing how to read the water. If I threw my net up there, I'd probably just get a bunch of sticks and leaves or tangle it in the concrete. But here, because there's this big back eddy, you know, it just screams that there's fish down here. Even though you can't see through that water. I can't, even with my really nice glasses on, I can't see through it. But just knowing the type of environment that fish are gonna want to be in under these circumstances, you know, you can come out here almost with your eyes closed and catch amazing bait. Really, really good. Those are gonna turn into some really good fish that we'll show you later on the show. Don't forget, guys, like this video and subscribe to our channel. Hit that bell if you can. Share this video. If you want a whole bunch of extra stuff, like loads of extra videos, the chance to fish with me on YouTube, some of my very best spots and everything I know about those spots, look at the link in our description for the Patreon page. To become a Patreon supporter of the channel is tremendously helpful. It helps us do what we do. We can't operate this show without our amazing, amazing patrons. So check that out. There's a bunch of great stuff that comes with it. More is coming, guys. Stay tuned, and until it's here, I will see you guys later. In the meantime, I've got some fishing to do.